Affairs, International Cooperation and Gambian Sabrok, Dr. Mamadou Tangara, who is also the chair of the University Governing Council, emphasized the positive comments generated after the investment on the university. On science and technology, Dr. Tangara underlined the need to put all hands on deck to make sure that society understands the workings of the physical world.
It is important for the progress of mankind. The seemingly impossible feats have been made possible thanks to scientific research. In order to achieve this feat as a nation, we need to make a conscious effort at encouraging its study and application. Before handing over the keys to the Vice Chancellor, University of the Gambia, Ambassador Samuel Cheng paid glowing tribute to the government of the Gambia for setting up the University of the Gambia and went on to explain how the transport system would enable the students to attend lectures in Faraba on time.
During President Ma visit your country in April this year, before that embassy reports His Excellency President Ma, and he knows that this is important, very needed in this university, particularly the school buses. It's the basic demand for the transport. Transport is very crucial for this university.
While the workers here are unrelenting in their quest to build the historic university campus, the students on the other hand can only express joy and happiness that time is beckoning at Faraba Banta.
I think today I am very happy, and if I take this report to the university community, I think almost all the students will be very happy, because these labs will be of a great help in the work of the students, because it's like the labs are all equipped with internet facilities, whereby the students will be able to do their research, because we are in the world of science and technology, and then whichever work that you want to do in academia, you have to at least be able to consult the internet so as to be able to have more sources.
With this huge space, the Faraba Banta campus gives the University of the Gambia the vantage point to construct several dormitories for thousands of students who will be studying here in the years to come. Ibrahima Balde, Grts.
The massive MV Bremer on the Fred Olsen cruise lines has anchored in the Gambia on a voyage around the world, bringing scores of tourists to the Gambia as the country opens a fresh winter tourist season. Ibrahima Jata explored the interior of the beautiful tourist boat and reports the cruise is a sailing hotel.
The MV Bremer under the Fred Olsen cruise lines has finally anchored in the Gambia, bringing scores of travelers discovering the world on what is really a luxury seafaring hotel, providing premium service amid a wealth of comforts. On its maiden call to the smiling coast, the massive cruise ship is almost full to capacity with more than 40 different nationalities on board. An inclusive global tour, hotel manager Joachim Serse believes it's the perfect way to explore the world in a single journey.
Well, Fred Olsen is a very well-known brand, obviously, right? It's, the company exists since 1854, and we've been here, we come to Gambia. This is not the first time, obviously, for us being here. The company has been here before, but for the Bremer, obviously, this is a maiden call. And I'm very happy to be here, and we had a very gracious welcome from everybody. The boat itself, I mean, we carry 900 guests on board this ship at the moment. Mainly British guests on board the ship. There is no better way to see the world, and obviously there is no better way of getting along with other people. And I think if the world would work as a cruise ship, yes, meaning, you know, people getting along with each other, we wouldn't have a problem.
A hectic international schedule would be bringing the cruise ship back to the West Coast in February next year. Officials are already expecting the arrival of 11 other tourist boats in the course of a fresh winter break.
You can eat 24 hours and it's all covered in the cost. You're looking at a 3 weeks cruise on this ship is like £8,000. There's an all-round cruise, which is about 120 days, is about £30,000. So I think you see the caliber of customers. These are pensioners. You've done it all. You save up for it. Now all you want to do is relax and enjoy your life. It is beautiful. And
there's a better way to see the world?
I think so. I think this is a relaxed way to see the world. And for us, we are blessed because we're going to have about 11 or 12 of these cruise ships this winter season. Out of the 800 passengers, 500 already are on tour. 500 of the guests are already outside, mixing and mingling with our people, discovering the country.
It's a world of its own, a sailing lodge with everything from sunlit swimming pools, well-equipped gyms to plush restaurants and cafes, offering first-rate service with an exceptional personal touch. Like these voyagers enjoying a cruise life in the ship is ostensibly like a single family unit. Relax with a book at the exclusive library where passengers have treasures of delightful art to relish as well.
You can see the difference. We are like it's a lifeboat when we're next to it. So when the big ships pass us, they look and think, oh, this has got really great open space, not so many people, whereas they're a bit big, some of them. So
it's a cruise ship with an impressive character, certainly adequate for breaks leaving indelible prints on your mind. It's the effect of a new tourist season, coming in ways vitally advancing the exclusive brand of this smiling cruise. Ibrahima Jata, Grts.
A new company has opened its doors to the Gambian market. Prudent Limited is setting its sights on exploring real estate business in the Gambia. The company, which boasts highly skilled Gambian intellectuals, aims to complement national development efforts. And as we hear in this report by Ibrahima Balde, Prudent Limited has already identified its areas of focus.
The interface brought together the management of a new company called Trust Prudent Limited and senior officials of the Gambia Investment Promotion Agency. After several years of strategic planning, Prudent Trust this week announced the launch of its new escrow services division held at its new offices in Fajara. Speaking at the launch, Nyanya Toure, the managing director of Prudent Trust Limited, began by introducing her company's core values and said that the Prudent Trust research uncovered that there was a need for escrow services in the Gambia. On the fledgling real estate business, the managing director of Prudent Trust outlined clearly how our company intends to storm the market.
Providing comprehensive real estate one-service stop shop for non-resident Gambians again and non-Gambian nationals. The reason being they're not very well represented when it comes to real estate, not only in the Gambia, but within the ecosystem. So we're here for them. We represent them. We work with international organizations. We work with multinational corporations, including the embassies, to make sure that when the expatriates come to the country, they have someone that's there for them to provide that strategic guidance to make sure they find a suitable house within their own security policy. And we're very pleased that to date we have the likes of ASO, we have UNCP, we have IMF, and the American Embassy, to name a few. And the other angle is the non-resident Gambians who are not here and they're misrepresented to an extent. So we represent them from property sales to property rental to installation of utilities. And we're happy that the message is being passed around, works are being passed around to those that are in the diaspora, that Prudent Trust is here for that. That's who we are really. We're trying to represent people that are not well represented.
The company boasts of distinguished personalities with diverse skills on various academic disciplines. Mohamed Edifal, a practicing attorney based in Washington, D.C. in the U.S., who is also Prudent Trust General Counsel, gave an overview of escrow process and highlighted its benefits to clients. Fal explained that escrow would protect the interests of all the parties involved in a transaction, such as the sale of property or a vehicle.
Escrow it's a very simple concept. What it is it's a service that helps facilitate transactions. It's a service that makes sure that all parties to a transaction, the buyer and the seller, are protected. Now the escrow process is likewise simple. The buyer and the seller, of course, a lot of times, like I said, they have trust issues. What we are is Prudent Trust, the escrow company. We're a neutral, independent third party. We're not allied to any side. We're not allied to the buyer. We're not allied to the seller. A lot of times when you hire lawyers, it gets messy, it gets contentious, it's adversarial, because one side will hire their lawyer, the other side will hire their lawyer. For us, we work for both of the parties.
The Gambia Investment Promotion Agency is a focal point for potential investors. Ablai Hydra underscored the need for escrow to grow in the Gambia.
We have noticed that both public and private sector in this country, we have a very open door policy. If you go to any businesses in the Gambia, in most of the cases, you don't quite need an appointment to go there to see the decision makers. They see you and they make decision there and then. And there are quite a number of business reforms that were undertaken by this government to help businesses and to make businesses more conducive in this country. And then significantly, starting business in the Gambia is more. Right now, Guy together